Okay, good morning, Paula. Thank you for being our first interviewee for Parentpreneur Networking. We are starting these interviews, speaking to mums and dads across the country, getting you guys to share the story and inspire other parents to start their own business and continue running their own business. So if you just want to introduce yourself, Paula, that would be great.
Okay. Hi, I'm Paula McGuire. I am a professional network marketer, have been for 4 years. I've got 3 daughters, 24, 21 in a few weeks, and 15. I'm divorced, have been for a few years, happily divorced, with a new partner. But I know all about, I've had a business before. Had a couple of businesses actually. I was a beauty therapist from school, and had a business for a couple of years doing beauty therapy, but I felt like I wanted something more. It felt a bit shallow at the time, and my parents had a business in elderly care, which I'd been involved with since I was about 13, making cups of teas and what have you. Didn't think I was clever enough to go into nursing, so went off and did my own thing. So I fell into beauty. I then went back into the business with elderly care, and it was when the Care in the Community Act started in 1992. I realised that there was a whole gap in the market for people being in their own homes, but they still needed care at home. So I created a care agency where I would provide the carers to go and provide those services for people in their own homes. And I also created a Meals on Wheels service all over Trafford, and at its peak was providing 1,000 hours of care a week and 1,000 meals a week. So it got to being big business, but that was all at the time when I was having my children. And eventually it all took its toll, and I fell out of love with it, and didn't want the stress in my life anymore. So I have, managed staff for a long time, big numbers of staff, but I didn't ever feel that I was my own boss. I was very much beholden to my staff and to my customer base, if you like, and also social services. So I discovered network marketing, and it's given me a whole different perspective on life and business, and thoroughly enjoy it and love it.
Yeah, I've met you a couple of times, Paula, and your passion really kind of oozes out of you. And I think from the care side of it, you've kind of carried that caring and nature into your business. What do you enjoy most about having your own business?
What I love, my parents were both self-employed, so I've grown up having parents that were around, and they very much had time freedom and financial freedom to do all sorts of things. When we were growing up, we spent, my parents decided, my dad got a partner in his business, and we rented out our house in 1976, so it's a long time ago. We left very grey, dreary England and travelled for 12 months in a little English camper around America. And it was an incredible experience, obviously, as a child. But, obviously talking to my parents since, it was an incredible thing for them to do with their children, the 2 kids. And we travelled around all over the States, settled in California for 6 months. My parents both got jobs just to experience life. My brother and I were in school. And what that instilled in me, I think, is the absolute core thing, is having that time freedom. And obviously if you can get financial freedom as well, whilst earning money, you're earning money and you've got all the time, what a way to live your life. I don't know anyone who wouldn't want to live that life. And so that is what, as I say, my kids are a bit older now, but having always been self-employed, I have always been able to be there for the school run. And even though I might have been dashing back to work afterwards or bringing work home with me, with my previous business, again, I might have earned good money, but I was very much beholden to everything that was going on within that business. And with it being a 24-hour care every day of the year, it was hard. So I know all of those stresses, but in the same breath, that I also know all the benefits of running your own business. I've gone on to discover something else that gives you even more freedom, which as I say, I love, and I love sharing that opportunity with people. But being your own boss at the end of the day is very, very hard, but you get the highs and you do get the lows. The
time's so precious, isn't it, that you get to kind of live it and make the most of it all the time. How do you stay focused and motivated having your own business?
Well, obviously it depends what business you've got. In that previous business, I literally was led by the base that I had, the clientele we had. Obviously that kept a firm structure, because people needed getting up in the morning and putting to bed at night, and etc. So that was very much led by my customer. Now, yeah, it's hard to stay focused sometimes, because when the weather's nice, you can be off doing whatever. But I try to have a DMO, a daily method of operation, of doing a set amount. It will be in my diary that I've got this amount of time for work, this amount of time for play, for my children, whatever needs to be done. And I also don't watch very much TV. Evenings are a big part of my business with networking with people. I also have a sideline business of doing nails. I'm a mobile nail technician, so I have my customers that focus my time there. You do need to stick with a DMO, make sure that you're not drifting from that too much, else you won't get the job done. You won't end up with the goal that you want at the end of it. Yeah,
I find as well sticking to just one thing at a time, because if you're trying to do kids and trying to do your work, then you kind of fail miserably at both sometimes. So kind of just sticking to one thing. Yeah, thank you for that. What would you say to other parents that are thinking about starting up their own business in whatever field? What would you say to those parents?
The biggest thing is to establish why you're doing it. I think if you find a why, regardless of what business you're in, you are finding your purpose, you're finding what your motivation is, and you focus as to the struggles that you'll come up against. You will always have to remind yourself what your why is to keep you going. Because if you haven't got a strong enough why, you'll probably jump ship at the first hurdle. If it is, find out if it's time freedom, if it's financial freedom, if there's a specific goal. If you identify those things and write them down, don't just think about them, write them down, and that can be added to and changed. Those goals will change the further you go down the line. But once you've identified that then becomes a very strong focus. It becomes a very strong reason.
Yeah.
And will keep you going at the hardest times, and also will keep you very excited and motivated to get up out of bed every day and get on with it.
Yeah, and probably keep revisiting those whys, so it keeps
always
in front. Yes, absolutely.
Always. And as I say, they change. Your goals will change, and your whys, they will. But as your kids grow older, or as some other situation happens, they do change. So that's why, as I say, write them down so that you can adjust them as you're moving along, and ticking them off as you've achieved them as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good feeling, isn't it? Yeah, well, thank you for that, Paula. Do you want to just tell people how they can find you, what you do, and kind of introduce that way?
Yeah, to say my business, business.
Tell us about your business and how we would find you.
Okay. The network marketing business that I settled in, I love the industry as a whole. I find it fascinating. It's a completely different way of doing business, which is it's a very happy, lovely way to live your life. You're helping people. And what I actually needed to do for me was to settle on a product that actually made me passionate. There's lots of different products that are sold through network marketing. I couldn't have sold gas and electric bills or cleaning products. I had to do something that resonated with me, and we all have to do that to be happy in our lives. It doesn't, it's not one size fits all. And I know that. And there's some fabulous products there sold by network marketing. And a health product resonated with me completely. It's a lovely product called Juice Plus. It is the fastest growing direct selling company at the moment. We're having an amazing time. I mean, it's just, the concept is based on juicing. It's very simple. It's not rocket science, but it's a wonderful health product. So it ticks all the boxes for me, that it's helping people with the health, and the business opportunities helping people with their wealth. So you know what, it's a lovely, lovely way to live your life. I'm always looking for motivated people who want to have the opportunity to change their life. It fits in great with whether you're working full time, whether you've got family commitments, whatever. And so you can reach me on Facebook, Paula McGuire. I don't know what, is it facebook.com? I don't know what the adage is on.
No worry, we'll post the video onto Facebook, and we can put your contact details on there.
Okay. And you can, that's the easiest way. That's my easiest platform. I do try and do all the others, but Facebook is my easiest platform. And also through my website, which is www.paulareid.juiceplus.com. That Reed is my maiden name, by the way. McGuire is my married name, although I'm divorced. But so you'll find me as Paula McGuire on Facebook and Paula Reed in my business.
Lovely. Good luck with everything, Paula, and no doubt we'll speak soon.
Okay, see you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.